We all know Ravana as the villain of the Ramayana, but few know that he was also a brilliant scholar, a mighty king, a fierce warrior, and a great devotee of Lord Shiva. His life is a perfect blend of divine devotion and destructive arrogance. Today we'll uncover the untold story of Ravana, straight from the Shiva Purana, a story of rise, glory, and downfall, and most importantly, the powerful lessons hidden in his journey. Long before he ruled Lanka, Ravana was just a seeker, a young Rakshasa prince burning with desire for power and knowledge. But unlike ordinary demons, Ravana sought strength not from violence, but from penance. He performed intense tapasya, austerities, for thousands of years, cutting off his own heads one by one as offerings to Lord Shiva. Pleased by his extreme devotion, Shiva restored his heads and granted him immense boons: strength, knowledge of the Vedas, mastery over music, and near invincibility. He was also gifted the Chandrahasa sword, a divine weapon. Ravana wasn't just a brute force, he was a Mahagyani, a master of 64 arts, a skilled musician who played the Rudra Veena, and an author of several Sanskrit texts, including the famous Shiva Tandava Stotram, one of the most beautiful hymns ever written for Lord Shiva. He ruled Lanka with intelligence and might, building a golden empire and bringing prosperity to his people. But with great power came a dangerous shift: ego. Ravana began to believe he was unstoppable. He no longer saw himself as a servant of Shiva, but as his equal. In one instance, he tried to lift Mount Kailash, Shiva's home, to show his might. Shiva simply pressed the mountain down with his toe, crushing Ravana underneath. Ravana screamed in pain for 1,000 years, finally composing the Shiva Tandava Stotram to seek forgiveness. Despite his intelligence, Ravana's pride blinded him. He abducted Sita, ignoring all moral laws and dharma. He disrespected sages, dismissed wise counsel, even from his own brother Vibhishana, who begged him to return Sita. But Ravana's arrogance refused to bow, not even to Lord Rama, an incarnation of Vishnu. And in the great war that followed, his empire, his sons, and finally, he himself was destroyed. Yet, even in death, Ravana was not ordinary. He died a warrior, with Lord Rama himself performing his Antim Sanskar, last rites, honoring his greatness. Shiva never stopped loving Ravana as a devotee. He honored his devotion, but not his ego. Ravana's story is not just one of villainy, but a tragic reminder that devotion alone is not enough. It must be rooted in humility, righteousness, and wisdom. Ravana is one of the most misunderstood characters in our epics. He wasn't evil, he was flawed, like all of us. And that's why his story is